Let me study from page 20, timeline. From timeline again, because it has been mixed. Some facts have been given in the last video. Now let me continue this once more. Timeline. 40 to 50 million years ago, Himalaya mountains begin to form as tectonic plates collide. 1852, British surveyors determined that Everest is the world's highest mountain. 1865, Mount Everest is named after Sir George Everest, the first surveyor to map the mountain. 1922, Everest climbers first use oxygen tanks. 1924, George Mallory and Andrew Irwin died during their attempted Everest climb. 1951, Edmund Hillary joins his first expedition to Mount Everest. 1952, Tenzing Norgay is a part of an Everest climb that reaches 28,210 feet, 8598 meters, the highest altitude reached to date. 1953, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay become the first climbers to reach Everest summit. 1975, Japan's Junko Tabei is the first woman to reach the summit. 1976, Sagarmatha National Park is established to protect Everest environment. 1978, Reinhold Messner and Peter Haveler are the first people to reach the summit without oxygen tanks. 1996, 15 people died trying to climb Mount Everest, a one-year record number of deaths on the mountain. 1999, George Mallory's frozen body is found on Everest 75 years after his death. 2004, a 45-year-old climber named Appa Sherpa completes his 14th Everest climb, the most climbs by any person in history. 2005, French test pilot Didier Deschelles lands a helicopter on the summit of Everest. 2007, British hiker Rod Baber makes the first phone call and sends the first text message from the summit of Everest. 2010, a 13-year-old American boy, Jordan Romero, becomes the youngest person ever to reach the summit of Everest. Okay, now next topic, key issue. Cleaning of Everest. Okay. Prior to the 20th century, there were very few visitors to Mount Everest. In the past decade, however, the tourist industry has grown dramatically. In 2010 alone, more than 30,000 people visited the Everest region. Hundreds of these were climbers who reached the summit. The people who come to climb Everest risk their own lives as well as those of their traveling companions. They also threaten the local environment by leaving trash behind. Even though the Nepalese government has imposed strict rules requiring visitors to keep the peak clean, tons of garbage have accumulated on the mountain. Recent estimates indicate that there may be more than 100 tons, 91 tons of trash, trash, trash on Mount Everest. Each Everest expedition lasts several weeks, so every climber creates garbage. Snow has covered empty oxygen bottles, old ropes, food and food packaging, and old tents. Climbers leave behind papers, plastics, and metals. Even the frozen, dead bodies of climbers remain on Mount Everest. Few objects decompose in the extreme cold and high altitudes of Mount Everest. Although efforts are being made to clean up Mount Everest, climbers continue to leave all kinds of trash on the mountain. For picture, these are the materials that the climbers leave during the period of climbing Everest. Okay. Efforts have begun to clean up the mountain, which has sometimes been called the world's highest garbage pit. In 2006, volunteers removed more than 1 ton 907 kg of trash. Since 2008, volunteers have removed more than 13 tons, 11.7 tons of garbage. In 2011 alone, teams cleared 5.5 tons, 5 tons of trash from the mountain. Still, trash remains. Volunteers will continue their efforts and climbers will be asked to take their trash with them. The goal is to make Mount Everest as pristine as it was when the first climbers began their ascent. This is another photo. Should climbers be allowed to climb Mount Everest? This is a question, and yes and no, the two sections. In S section, most climbers are responsible and remove their own garbage, and in no section, some responsible climbers have garbage behind. S section, assisting climbers provides a living for Sherpas and other local people. Under no category, even with Sherpa guides, some inexperienced climbers risk their lives by climbing the dangerous mountain. Under S, people should be allowed to experience one of the world's greatest wonders. Under no section, Mount Everest can be enjoyed from a safe distance. These are the responses to the question, should climbers be allowed to climb Mount Everest? Okay. The dangers of visiting Everest. Perhaps the greatest danger facing Everest climbers is the air. The low air pressure of high altitude does not allow people to receive enough oxygen when they breathe. With too little oxygen, people can suffer from altitude sickness. This condition can cause problems such as headaches, dizziness, vomiting, and hallucinations. The brain does not function properly without oxygen, so people find it difficult to complete simple tasks such as tying shoelaces. More complex mountain climbing tasks can result in fatal accidents. An Everest climb must be taken slowly at 17,600 feet or 5,364 meters is the base camp where climbers stop and rest for a day or two. As they continue climbing, people stop to rest for a day or more at intervals of 2,000 to 3,000 feet, 610 to 914 meters. This process of regular rest stops allows the body to adjust to a new altitude before moving upward. The entire journey up and down the mountain lasts about 3 weeks. To attempt climbing any faster could be deadly. Avalanches are just one of the many dangers facing those who climb Everest. Okay, next topic, death zone. The final 3,000 feet or 914 meter leading to Everest summit is called the death zone because this is the most dangerous place for humans climbing the mountain. At this elevation, climbers cannot avoid altitude sickness. They simply must deal with its symptoms. To help overcome the lack of oxygen, climbers carry oxygen tanks and breathe through masks. A few daredevil climbers have actually climbed to the summit without oxygen tanks, but this is a highly dangerous feat. Once climbers reach the summit, they do not usually stay there very long. After a few photographs and handshakes, it is time to start climbing down. People need to complete their stay in the death zone in 2 or 3 days. Spending any more time at this extreme altitude could prove fatal to even the most experienced mountain climbers. After making camp near the death zone, climbers must rest to prepare for the final leg of their climb to the summit. Now, next topic, stories from the mountain. For more than a century, brave and adventuresome men and women have climbed Mount Everest. Many stories of triumph have arisen from these treks. but there are also stories of tragedy. More than 1400 people are known to have climbed to the summit, and close to 200 have died trying. In 1996, journalist John Krakauer attempted to climb Everest with a group of climbers from all over the world. The journey turned into Everest's greatest recorded disaster when 8 members of the group died in a sudden snowstorm. Krakauer told the story in a best-selling book called Into Thin Air. Climbing alone is very dangerous because of the thin air, hazardous ice, and extreme weather conditions. This is the photo. Now, next topic, a legend of the Yeti. There have been many stories told over the years about the Yeti, also called the abominable snowman. According to legend, the Yeti is a half man, half ape creature that lives in the Himalayas. In 1951, explorer Eric Shipton took photos of giant footprints in the snow. He claimed these were the tracks of the Yeti, but his claim was never proven true or false. Over the past 50 years, other people have reported seeing a creature similar to the Yeti on Mount Everest. The Yeti's legend continues to grow, but no hard evidence has been discovered to prove Yeti exists. Sir Edmund Hillary to Everest in 1960 and led an expedition in search of the Yeti. Sir Edmund Hillary returned to Everest in 1960 and led an expedition in search of the Yeti. He found no evidence proving that the Yeti exists. Next topic, what have you learned? Acha, what have you learned? Okay. True or false questions. Decide whether the following statements are true or false. If the statement is false, make it true. Number 1. Mount Everest is named after the person who first climbed to its peak. Number 2. K2 is a mountain located in the Himalayas. Number 3. Temperatures on Everest can drop as low as minus 70 degree Fahrenheit to minus 57 degree centigrade. Minus 70 degree Fahrenheit, or that means minus 57 degree centigrade. Number 4. Scientists have proof that the Yeti exists. 5. Sir Edmund Hillary reached the Everest summit by himself. This answer is given in opposite side. Answers 1. Number 1, false. The mountain is named for Sir George Everest. He first surveyed the mountain. Number 2, false. K2 is located in the Karakoram mountain range. Number 3, true. Number 4, false. There is no proof that the Yeti or abominable snowman exists. Number 5, false. Hillary and Tenzing Norgay reached the summit together. Okay, short answer. Answer the following questions using information from the book. Number 1, who wrote the book Into Thin Air? And number 2, which animals are used to carrying heavy loads of supplies on Mount Everest? Number 3, what is the highest mountain in Africa? Number 4, what country is home to Mount Everest? Number 5, who died trying to climb Mount Everest in 1924? Now, these are 5 questions and answer is given. Question number 1, John Crocker. Number 2, Yaks. Number 3, Mount Kilimanjaro. Number 4, Nepal. Number 5, George Mallory and Andrew Edwin. Okay. Now, multiple choice questions. Choose the best answer for the following questions. Number 1, Tenzing Norgay was a member of which ethnic group? Limbu, Rai, Sherpa, American. He was a group of Sherpa. Number 2, what is Sir Edmund Hillary's native country? England, United States, New Zealand, Nepal, New Zealand, C. Number 3, what is the summit of a mountain? The very bottom, the tree line, the snow line, the very top. The very top, D. This is the right answer. Number 4. About how many pounds can Sherpa porters carry on their backs? 20, 45, 110, 250. Now this is the B, 4B, B means 45 kg, okay? 45 pounds, not kg, 45 pounds. Okay, now activity, under activity, when plates collide. Now, when two equally dense masses of land collide, rock is usually forced upward. This is called a convergent boundary. Today, as India moves northward, the collision with the Asian plate continues. Try this experiment to see how convergent boundaries are created. Materials: one hard-boiled egg, and here water-based marker. Yes. Instructions: number 1, tap the egg gently until it has several cracks. Number 2, trace along the major cracks with the marker. Number 3, gently squeeze the egg until the shell pieces start to move. And number 4, look for places where two pieces of eggshell are colliding. Results: the pieces will be pushed up. This represents a convergent boundary. On Earth, one tectonic plate will fold and deform, turning into a mountain range. This is what happened millions of years ago when the Himalayas were formed. Two plates collided with each other, forcing rock up and creating the mountain range. Keywords. Under keywords, air pressure. The pressure or force created by the weight of the air. Altitude, the measurement above sea level of different locations on Earth. Altitude sickness, headaches, sleepiness, and muscle weakness from a lack of oxygen at high altitude. Atmosphere, the layers of gases and other particles that surround Earth and separate the planet from outer space. Crevices, cracks or openings in rock, decompose to disintegrate or break down into smaller parts. Geologists, scientists who study rocks, soils, and minerals. Hallucinations, false visions or perceptions, things a person sees or feels that do not exist. Monsoon, the seasonal wind of the Indian Ocean, blowing from the southwest in the summer and from the northeast in the winter. Surveyors, people who explore and map regions. Tectonic plates, large pieces of Earth's crust that move and may collide. Tree line, the zone at high altitudes beyond which no trees grow. Troposphere, the lowest layer of the atmosphere where clouds and weather occur. Now, index: Everest George 14, 20, 28 page. Hillary Sir Edmund 14, 15, 20, 27, 28, 29. Edwin Andrew 14, 20, 29. K2 Mountain 6 and 28 pages. Kathmandu, Nepal 4. Croker John 26, 29. Mallory George 14, 20, 21, 29. Meissner Reinhold 4, 21. Mount Kanchenjunga 6. Nepal 4, 5, 6, 15, 18, 29. Norgay Tenzing 14, 15, 20, 28, 29. Pangaea 8. Sherpas 4, 15, 18, 19, 21, 23, 29. Shipton Eric 27. Tibet 4, 6, 18. Yaks 13, 18, 29, 80, 27, 28. These are the indexes. Okay. Oh, okay, this is the materials. These are the facts and information given in this book. So I extend my gratitude to the author for preparing this beautiful book, a small book with good information entitled as Wonders of the World, Mount Everest, which was available from Penrith Council Library, and its call number is 915.496. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, this is the back cover. This is the front side. This is the cover of book, very not so voluminous, small in volume, but very attractive size and very good paper. So the author of this book is highly acknowledged. Thank you.